Hello, magic muses, witches, heathens. Welcome back to As Above, So Below. Today we're going to be chatting about Imbolc. So Imbolc begins on February 1st, and it is the in-between point between the winter solstice, or Yule, and the spring equinox, which is Ostara. And this point is celebrated to honor the return of the sun. It's also known as St. Brigid's Day in Ireland and Scotland. So Brigid is the ancient Celtic goddess. She holds fire and she holds water. And she has three particular forms. She has smithing, as in blacksmithing, the healer, and the poet. She's often seen with a flame and a cauldron. So holding these two symbols of, or these two elements of water and fire, water represents healing. She was known as a saint. And there are many Irish literatures that actually speak of her healing nature, and this is how she became known as Saint Brigid. But she's also the enduring light of fire, and that's why she's connected to smithing, was because of the fire aspect to it. She's also known as the goddess of abundance, and she is very connected to animals, cattle, all of the farm animals. So the oldest records that have been found were connected to Irish literature back in the 10th century. So Imbolc really is older, and it comes into play when you are really trying to bring back a lot of the sun, because it's coming out of the really cold period, the dead of winter. So ways that you can celebrate this are you can light candles to bring back the light. You can flip all the lights on in your house, but you can also do some spring cleaning. You can go on walks, and oftentimes you can see little births coming out, like with the first signs of spring. But with the divination portion of it, because Brigid is also very connected to divination, you can do fire scrying, you can do water scrying, but you can also use oracle cards, tarot cards, anything like that. But you can also begin to plant seeds energetically and metaphorically. So I did a ritual, a big ritual with a bunch of other pagans, and we all actually crafted St. Brigid's cross. And if you don't know what that is, go ahead and look it up. But pretty much you take wheat and you turn it, and there's like a little square in the middle, and then there's 4 points that come off of it. And we also planted seeds. So we rolled up our intentions of what it is that we are wanting to bring to us, the seeds that we really want to plant. And we put it in a biodegradable pot. And we also put actual seeds. So good herbs to plant this time of year are basil and lavender. So this is really a good way to celebrate Imbolc. And it's also connected to dairy, so anything to do with milk, sustenance, so you can bake cakes, you can drink milk. If you have cows, go out and hang out with your cows. But it's really getting back connected to the land and celebrating the return of the light. And get creative with this. You can do it with a coven, you can do it by yourself, but really lighting the candles, lighting the flames. And Brigid was known for the everlasting flame. And she has this beautiful red hair. She's often seen with a cloak and a cauldron. And as we know, the cauldron symbolizes all of the elements, particularly water and fire. So it is really imbuing your sacredness of your healing, of your inspiration. So anything to do with a cauldron would be really beneficial to connect to Brigid. Brigid has a lot of different meanings, and it depends on what article of information that you find. So a lot of the times people refer to Brigid as having 3 different forms, but there's also information out there indicating that Brigid may have been a sect of healers, or like a really honorable saint. So Brigid could be one person, or it can be a sect of multiple different people, or it's really interesting to look at how much knowledge and how many facts of Brigid that there are, because she is so vast. And she's also connected to wells, and any sort of like fountains. So again, anything connected to water, healing, that's really going to be up her vibe. So if you have Celtic roots, such as myself, she would be an excellent deity to connect with. And you can also do a Brigid meditation. You can do an Imbolc meditation. Last Imbolc, me and my coven, we made like a little cake, and we, included the dairy, we included milk, and we included eggs, and, we just made this like lemony cake, which was really cool because lemon is also connected to solar energy. So it's bringing that back. We also like sprinkled some lavender on it. So you can really get creative with this. And especially since here in the Northern Hemisphere, it is still cold. It is pretty chilly here. And on the East Coast, we just had a big winter blast hit us. So it's really helpful to pinpoint your directions and your energies towards bringing the sun back to you. And that's one thing that I will say with all of the Sabbats. There are 8 Sabbats in particular, but you will find that some Sabbats you are more connected to than others. And some you may have a lot more energy, some you feel a little bit more reserved. Typically, I actually like to spend Imbolc by myself because I also feel like it's very reflective. So I do a lot of journaling, I do some spring cleaning, whereas, a lot of the other bigger Sabbats like Beltane or, Yule, you're actually really celebrating with your coven or with people that you love. But you'll find that some Sabbats you're a little bit more introverted. You want to be, with yourself and doing the reflection and doing the planting of the seeds. So really however your soul really wants to expand on the Sabbats, or however you want to celebrate them, go that route. There's no wrong way to celebrate a Sabbat. And I think that that's the cool part about this craft is you can get crafty. If you want to do crafts, you can totally do crafts. But really it's all about the intention and the warmth and the light, and bringing back that solar power. So, alrighty guys, if you have any questions, pop it down in the comments down below. I would love to answer them. And if there's any topics that you would like for me to explain, go over, please let me know. I'm trying to do a witchy wisdom video each week. So if there's anything pressing on your mind, please let me know. I love all of this. I do a lot of research. I've been practicing for about, actually 10 years now. Yeah. So, I've been around the block a few times. So let me know if there's anything that you would like more information on or clarity on, or just talk about spells. I am all here for it. So, alrighty guys, thank you so much for being a part of the channel, and I will catch you on the next one. Blessed be. Bye.